Good afternoon, students. Today we are discussing a problem that came up in the 2020 JEE Advanced paper 2 with respect to the concept of limit. The problem is limit x tends to pi by 2. This is the question. Limit x tends to pi by 2. Then 4 times root 2 into sine of 3x plus sine x the whole divided by 2 sine 2x into then sine 3x divided by 2 sine 3x divided by 2 then plus cosine of 5x divided by 2 then minus this is root 2 plus root 2 cos root 2 times cos 2 alpha then plus this is cosine of 3x divided by 2. This is a question. And the options given are, what is the limiting value of this rational function? This is a question. So the options given are options A, 2 and B. There are 4 options. You have to choose one of them. And B2, B4, C6 and D8. These are the options. So the problem looks like somewhat difficult, but it is an easy problem. You can solve this problem either by trigonometric manipulations or by L'Hopital rule. See, when you apply x is equal to pi by 2 directly to these expressions, then you will get 0 by 0 form. The numerator approaches 0, numerator will be 0, denominator will be 0. If you put x is equal to pi by 2 in this expression, because sine 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus 1 and sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so numerator becomes 0. So in this case, here see sine 2x 2 times pi by 2, that is sine pi becomes 0, so this is equal to 0. And here if you substitute x is equal to pi by 2, then these 2 terms get cancelled, then this becomes 0. So now we get, if we substitute x is equal to pi by 2 directly to this expression, this rational function, then we will get 0 by 0 form. If 0 by 0 exists, then we can do this problem also by the calculus, method of calculus, that is L'Hopital rule, or by this is trigonometric manipulations, trigonometric manipulations. So I think that I prefer this method for this problem, because we cannot blindly apply L'Hopital rule to any problem, because it depends. See, if you have to differentiate this one, differentiate the first part of the function, that is the numerator, you have to differentiate the denominator as well. If you denominator this is the product of functions, so it takes a lot of time. Similarly, there is a possibility of being wrong, because if as the number of times increases, possibility of getting wrong. So I choose this method, trigonometric manipulations. This is, I think, this is the easiest to do this problem. Now I am choosing this method, so trigonometric manipulations. See, now I write limit x tends to pi by 2, then 4 root 2 into, we know that sine x plus sine y is equal to sine of 2 times sine of x plus y by 2, 2 times sine x plus y by 2, 2 times sine x plus y by 2, then cos x minus y by 2. This is what we have studied in the previous classes. Similarly, we also know cosine of x minus cosine of y is equal to minus 2 sine x plus y by 2, then sine x minus y by 2. These are trigonometric identities. I use these two identities to solve this limiting problem. So I write now 4 root 2 is into sine 3x plus sine x can be written as 2 times sine of 3x plus x divided by 2 That is according to this formula, and next is cosine of 3x minus of x divided by 2, then divide by, then I remove this formula, divide by 2 times sine 2x into sine 3x divided by 2. For the time being, I keep these expressions as they are. Then plus, I now make a change in the denominator. So I write this cosine of 5x divided by 2 minus. See, this is minus of this is minus of terms in the bracket. So this can be written as minus root 2, then minus root 2 cos alpha, cos 2 alpha minus cosine of 3x divided by 2. So again, I write this is again further limit x tends to pi by 2, 4 times root 2. So 4 times root 2 you can apply 4 into 2, thus again, okay, 4 times root 2 into 2 into sine of 3x plus x is equal to 4x, 4x divided by 2 is equal to 2x, sine 2x into, and cosine of 3x minus 2x is equal to 2x divided by 2, that is equal to cosine of x divided by then 2 times sine 2x into sine 3x divided by 2, 3x by 2 plus, I take these two terms together. So cosine of 5x divided by 2 minus cosine of 3x divided by 2, cosine of 3x divided by 2. And this again minus, we have now these two terms. So I write this is equal to root 2 times 1 plus cos 2x. 1 plus cos, this is cos 2x, not alpha, cos 2x. So this is the reduced form of this expression. So now I write limit x tends to pi by 2. So 4 times, this is equal to 4 into 2, that is a to root 2 into sine 2x. Sine 2x into cosine of x divided by, see, in your examination, in your entrance examination, you can choose the shortest way possible. Here, I am doing this on the board so as to understand each and every one of you. So I have to express everything in detail. So it looks like it is a long problem. It takes a lot of time. No, you can solve this problem in your examination hall within 3 minutes. An average time for doing a problem is 4 minutes. You can do this problem in 3 minutes, but it all depends on you. Now, 8 root 2 into sine root x divided by 2 sine 2x, so times 2 sine 2x into 3x divided by 2, then plus, see, cos x minus cos y, cos x minus cos y, I have already written here, minus 2 times sine of 5x divided by 2 plus 3x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2. The formula yet applied directly, then minus, this is into minus of, then sine 5x divided by 2 minus 3x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2. Again, this goes to minus of root 2 into. So what is 1 plus cos 2x? 1 plus cos 2x is equal to, we have 2 cos square x. 2 cos square x. Similarly, 1 minus cos 2x, you all know, and this is equal to 2 sine square x. So I now change this 1 plus cos 2x into 2 cos square x. 2 times cos square x. Now see, now I change this one. Now this means that, this implies that limit x tends to pi by 2, limit x tends to pi by 2, 8 times root 2x, 8 times root 2 into sine 2x into cos x, sorry, this is cos x, cosine of x, divided by, this is 2 sine 2x, 2 times sine 2x into sine 3x divided by 2, then minus of 2 times, see, 5x plus, this is equal to 8x divided by 8, so this is equal to sine x, isn't it? That is 5x divided by 2 plus 3x divided by 2, the all divided by 2. So this is equal to 8x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2, that is equal to 8x divided by 4, that is equal to 2x, isn't it? So this is equal to sine 2x. So now, so this reduces to sine 2x, again. 5x divided by 2 minus 3x divided by 2 the whole divided by 2 is equal to 5x minus 3x divided by 2 the whole divided by 2, that is equal to 2x divided by 2 the whole divided by 2, that is equal to x by 2, isn't it? So this is equal to x by 2, so this is reduces to x by 2. All these are algebraic manipulations, you must know. You must know all these algebraic manipulations. So now this is equal to this is x by 2, so I take this term as, now this is equal to sine 2x into sine x by 2, sine x by 2, sine 2x into sine x by 2, then minus of 2 root 2 into cos square x, isn't it? 2 times root 2 into cos square x. Now see, now we can take 2 sine 2x and 2 sine 2x is a common factor from these two terms. Here is a 2 sine 2x, here is 2 sine 2x. I take 2 sine 2x out. So we can factorize this expression. So now I write this implies that limit x tends to pi by 2, x tends to pi by 2, 8 times root 2 sine 2x into cosine of x divided by, I take 2 sine 2x, 2 times sine 2x from here, 2 sine 2x into, this is sine 3x divided by 2 minus sine x divided by 2, then minus of 2 times root 2 cos square x, isn't it? So this is our reduced form. Again, one more, there are two to three steps are there to arrive at the answer. So this implies that again limit x tends to pi by 2, 8 times root 2 sine 2x into cos x divided by, and 2 times sine 2x into, we know that what is sine x? Sine x minus sine y is equal to 2 times cosine of x plus y divided by 2 into sine of x minus y divided by 2. Sine of x minus y. All this formula you must remember, and it is very essential to remember, otherwise you will not be able to do the problem. So now this is 2 sine, I write this is equal to, this can be written as this is equal to into 2 times cosine of 3x by 2 plus x by 2 divided by 2 and sine of 3x by 2 minus x by 2 divided by 2, then minus 2 root 2 times cos square x. This again further reduction is needed. So what, why is it needed? So if you apply x is equal to pi by 2 to these trigonometric expressions, you will get again 0 by 0 form. So our answer is 0 by 0 means there exists a limit. So we have to reach, we have to remove the denominator 0 from the denominator. That is our aim is to remove 0. If you apply x is equal to pi by 2, as x approaches pi by 2, denominator must not approach 0. We must remove that. That is why I am simplifying the denominator, so that we must remove 0 out of the denominator. Now, so this is equal to, this can be written as, this approaches limit. This is the next step. Limit x tends to pi by 2. X tends to pi by 2. 8 times root 2 sine 3x divided by, sorry, this sine 2x, a sine of 2x, this one sine of 2x into cosine of x divided by the whole divided by, so I remove this, the whole divided by, this is 2 sine 2x, 2 into 2 is equal to 4 sine 2x, 4 sine 2x, and here see 3x divided by 2 plus x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2, this is equal to 4x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2, that is, this is equal to x, isn't it? So this is equal to x, this is equal to x. Similarly, 3x divided by 2 minus x by 2, the whole divided by 2 is equal to 2x divided by 2, the whole divided by 2, that is equal to x by 2, isn't it? This is equal to x by 2. Now, okay, so sine 2x into 2 sine 2x into, then I remove this, this is equal to 3x minus 2, sine 3x plus divided by 2x by 2, this is 4x divided by 2, this is equal to x. So this is equal to sine x and x by 2. So this is 4 sine 2x into, this is 2 into, so cosine of x into cosine of x into, then this is equal to sin x by 2. Sin x by 2 minus of 2 times root 2 cos square x. 2 times root 2 cos square x. Now, again, if you apply, if cosine is equal to pi by 2, again, this is 0, denominator is 0. Again, further simplification is needed so that the 0 will not appear in the denominator. So now we have to make some more we have to remove something from the denominator so that it will not be 0 as x is equal to x approaches pi by 2. So limit x tends to pi by 2, 8 times root 2 into, I write what is sine 2x? So sine 2x, we know that this is equal to 2 sin x into cosine of x. This formula, almost you must know all this formulae. So this is 8 root 2 into sin 2x is equal to 2 into sin x into cosine of x into cosine of x divided by, and this is equal to 4 times. 4 times you can write this as, okay, so this is equal to, again you can write 4 into sin 2x can be written as 2 into sin x into cos x into again there is a cos x into this is equal to sin x by 2 minus 2 root 2 into cos square x. Now, again, we cannot apply. So, you see, I again say that it looks like that is a very difficult problem. No, it's very simple. It all depends on, I have to write all the steps here. I am writing all the steps here. But in examination, you have to do the problem in the shortest possible ways that you are able, that you must be able to do that. It all depends on your skill to do the problem, your understanding, your depth of knowledge in the concept of limit. Okay. So now this is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2, that is equal to 16 root 2 into sin x into, then cos x into cos x is equal to cos square x divided by, and this is 4 into 2 is equal to 8 into, here there is sin x into cos x is equal to cos square x into sin x, cos into cos x is equal to cos square x into sin x by 2 minus of 2 root 2 cos square x. Now see, again if you apply x is equal to pi by 2, this becomes 0, this becomes 0 because the term cos x. Now I remove cos square x from the denominator as well as numerator. So we will get the answer. So that is, this implies that limit x tends to pi by 2, then 16 to 2 sin x into cos square x divided by, there is a cos square x, I take cos square x out, cos square x into, that is equal to 8 sin x into sin x divided by 2 minus 2 root 2. Clear? So now cos square x and cos square x are removed. So now our denominator is free of 0. So the x is a limit. If the numerator is something, suppose numerator is some value which is not equal to 0 and the denominator is 0, limit doesn't exist, but the limit exists, we know that either its values are either 2, 4 or 6 or 8. So we must remove 0 from the denominator. So I have almost removed 0 from the denominator. Now the last case is the last step, however the answer is, one more simplification is needed. So this is equal to this x. This implies that limit x tends to pi by 2. Now the reduced term is 16 root 2. 16 root 2 into sin x divided by cos square removes, then that is 8 sin x. 8 sin x into sin x by 2 minus of 2 root 2. Now if you apply x is equal to pi by 2, in this case the denominator will not be 0. So now this is equal to 16 root 2 into sine of pi by 2 divided by 8 into sine of pi by 2 into sine of pi by 2. X by 2 means x by 2 is equal to pi by 2, the all divided by 2, that is equal to pi by 4 sine pi by 4 minus of 2 root 2. Isn't it? 2 root 2. This is 1. 8 sin x into root 2. So this is equal to, I write this is equal to 16 root 2, and you all know that sin pi by 2 is equal to 1 divided by 8 into sin pi by 2 is equal to 1 into sin pi by 2 is equal to 1 by root 2, and this minus of 2 root 2, isn't it? So now this is equal to 16 root 2 divided by 8 by root 2, that is 8 by root 2 minus of there is one mistake, sin pi by 2 to sin pi by 4. So this is 8 by root 2 is equal to 4 root 2. 8 by root 2, so 8 by root 2 can be written as, so 8 by root 2 is equal to 8 into root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. So that is equal to 8 root 2 divided by root 2, 2 root 2 into root is equal to 2, that is equal to 4 root 2. See, 8 by root 2 is equal to 4 root 2. 8 root 2 divided by root 2 can be, root 2 is multiplied. So 8 root 2 can be, 8 by root 2 is equal to 4 root 2. So now this is equal to 4 root 2 minus 2 root 2. So this is equal to 16 root 2 divided by 2 root 2. 4 root 2 minus 2 root is equal to 2 root 2. So this is equal to, the answer is 8. So this is the answer to this question. So very good question. It is not that much difficult. So if you look at this problem, I have taken a number of steps. So I have taken all these steps so as to understand you, to make you understood very well. So you can do this problem within 2 to 3 minutes, because I have to do all the steps so as to understand, to make everyone understood. Okay. So this is a very good question. So here you apply the concept of trigonometric identities and trigonometric equations, and you can also solve this problem by L'Hopital rule, because this is, if you apply directly, it's a 0 by 0 form, so you can apply L'Hopital rule. You can try this. So I think that L'Hopital rule you can apply. So it all depends on you. So the answer will be the same. Answer will be 8. That's all.